Hey guys, welcome to the Max. Today, I'm in the kitchen with Miss Mac, and what we're going to do is going to be rendering down some lard from our pork. As you know, we've been doing pork videos, you've got some bacon videos, you've seen the video of us breaking down this beautiful animal. So now we're going to take the precious leaf lard. Now the leaf lard is the cleanest pork fat there is. It's from the middle of your cavity right next to the kidneys, and it's the cleanest tasting if you're making pastries, if you're thinking something like Crisco. This is kind of where Crisco was originated, but this is the cleanest, purest way of having lard. So we're going to turn the camera around and get to the real cook of the kitchen.
I wouldn't say real cook, but what I'm going to do with mine, so you can see that I have it in the crock pot. We're not going to do stovetop, which is an option, but we're not going to do stovetop because that keeps me from having to kind of stand over it, making sure that it doesn't get too hot. If you have a stove that does good on low, it just makes me a little nervous. I don't want to burn it. So we're going to pop ours in the crock pot on low. It will take several hours, and that way I can just kind of glance at it. That's the option we're going to do, and then we'll show you the next step once it gets melted down.
Normally when you come to leaf lard, it would probably take 3 or 4 hours on the stove at least. With the crock pot, it could possibly take 5 to 7 hours. So we're going to go and put it on now. It's early morning. We'll kind of tell you the time frames that we're looking at. Every once in a while you need to go in there and kind of stir it, just like you would anything else that's rendering and melting down. Cheese, chocolate, whatever it may be. It's the same way. You don't want it to just stick on bottom. So we're going to put just a tad bit of water in there just to help it be loose. As it starts getting warm, it will start rendering down. You see we have it on low. We're going to let it go really low and slow. We've put about 2 teaspoons of water in there, and it will render down. All right, so we're about an hour and a half into the process, and sorry the light is so bad, but we've got this rendering down the leaf lard. We added about 1.5 teaspoons a while ago. We're going to add about another 2 teaspoons of water.
Trying to stick a little bit.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is, when we're using the crock pot, here's a cheat. You can cut this down. Ours was so loose, it was not frozen, so it was hard to kind of cut it in chunks, but you can cut this down in little squares.
Yeah, it's probably best the smaller the pieces are, the better that they're going to do. But we just didn't do that. We just put it in the crock pot. So we're just kind of moving it around a little bit, add a little bit of water.
And it's rendered some, but we just don't want it to stick.
And we will eventually take that top back off to release some of that moisture, because we want that moisture to eventually come out.
That's right.
Fit in there?
Nope.
You don't think? I think it'll fit in there. We'll try it. If I need another one, we'll get another one. I've got to get my stuff back.
So it was 10:30 when we started this whole process. It is now 4:08. So that was around 5.5 to 6 hours, correct? So 5.5 hours. Now this was in a crock pot. We didn't have a whole lot, but we also did it in a crock pot. And if you're on the stove, it might have been 3 or 4 hours. So, but you can see it's turned crackling, and we could take the rest of that and actually make true crackling, which some of it's already enough. But you could take this and put it in a skillet and fry that up. It would probably be pretty yummy, huh?
Okay, this is going to be hot, and these are not really great portable things, but we're going to do our best. Hopefully that's not too hot for that glass jar. You think it's going to
gosh,
bust?
I forgot about that. You think it'll be okay? It's a little late now. Well, we're either going to have lard or a new wax on the floor.
It's hot. Hopefully it's not too hot.
It is a crock pot on low, too. It wasn't like boil. Well, it is kind of boiling, isn't it?
A little bit.
Or cooking.
That is a beautiful color. Now, when this cools, it's going to turn to what would look like what you would buy store-bought Crisco. It's going to turn that very pure white looking color. We'll show you that when we get there. But for right now, you can tell that it's clear. It's still a little bit too warm for me to pick up. You can tell it's clear and it's absolutely beautiful. And I'm just going to cover this with a napkin until it's completely cooled. And then I'm going to seal it with just your regular cannon tops.
Too hot to touch, I think.
It's still a little too hot to touch, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in a bowl and just kind of cover it up until it cools off, and then I'm just going to get like a regular top and cover it up.
You better put a mitten on.
Yeah, it's too hot. And this is our first time to do this, so that's super exciting. I wouldn't say happy home. We have Crisco. How cool was that? It's absolutely beautiful. And I am super excited about that. It didn't strain off as clean on the bottom. I guess I should have probably used a cheesecloth. Whoops. Well, you can re-melt this back down and do it again. You probably wouldn't have to get it quite as hot. Put it in like a warm. I would definitely use cheesecloth because my strainer missed some, which I'm gonna be honest with you, probably wouldn't bother me that much. But if you wanted to, you could warm this back up and melt that back down and run some cheesecloth on. But how exciting is that? This is our first time to render our own lard, and that's pretty cool, y'all. So much you can do with the pig, from pork chops and bacon and ribs and what am I missing? Sausage and grease now. I mean, that's just super cool. So we're very thankful for those animals and what they do for us, and that's pretty exciting. Happy homesteading, y'all.